Hi, I'm Pavan Jessing. Book Peter and Jane for B. Fun at the farm. Here are Jane and Peter at the farm. They like to come here to work and they like to come here to play. They want to help the men at the farm. We like to help you, says Peter to the man. Yes, says Jane. We have come to help. Good, says the man. I want you two to help me with the work. Get some flowers for the house, says the man, and then help with the work in the house. Peter and Jane get some flour and then go into the house. The work in the house, and then they have some apples. The man comes in to see Peter and Jane. He says they can play. Peter wants to see the farm dog. Here's the dog, says Peter. Good dog, says Jane. He wants some water, says Peter. Let us give him some. They get some water for the dog. Look, says Jane, he wants to come with us. Let him come with us. Let him come with us. The dog jumped up and down. He likes to play with Peter and Jane, and he likes to look for rabbit. Here are boys and the here are the boys and girl with the farm dog. They go to look at the cows. I like cows, says Jane. Yes, they give us milk, says Peter. Jane says, I like milk and you like milk. The dog likes water, says Peter. They see a cow go into the water. Then Peter says, let us go to see the horse. The two children see the two farm horses. They are not at work. Then the horses look up and see the children. Look, says Jane. Here the come. Here come the two horses. Peter says they like us, that they like children. Do not let the dog jump. No, says Jane. Do not let him jump up and down. Horse do not like it. Peter has some apple. Jane says, give me some apple, please. Peter gives two apples to Jane. Then he gives the big horse an apple. Look, says Jane. He says, the big horse like this. Jane gives the little horse an apple. Yes, he says. And the little horse likes apple. I want to get on the big one, says Peter. Help me up, Jane. She helps up Peter. Peter is on the big horse. He says, look at me, Jane. Where I go. Jane says, I'll come with you. She gets up on the little horse. Away I go, she says. Do not make the little horse jump, Peter says. No, says Jane. I will not make him jump. The dog sees the two children on the horse. He wants to look for rabbit. Here are some rabbit. There are big ones and there are small ones. The little ones like to play. They like to jump. Peter and Jane can see the rabbit. The rabbit cannot see the boy and the girl. Then the rabbit see the dog and away they go. Off they go, says Jane. Yes, says Peter. Off they go. And off we go. The two children and the dog can see some water. The dog wants to go inside into the water, and Peter wants to look for fish. Then they come to the water. Look, danger, says Jane. It says danger. Keep away, Peter. He says, do not go there. Yes, says Peter. I can see that it says danger. We cannot go there. I will keep the dog away. The man on the farm lets the two children help him. They want to work with him. I like it up here, says Peter. Yes, Jane, says Jane. It's fun. Look at the dog, she says. He wants to come up with us. Peter looks down at the dog. Yes, he wants to be up here, he says. Good dog, says Jane. We will come down. The man at the farm lets the children play. Let us make a little play house with this, says Jane. Yes, says Peter, it will be fun. There will be no danger. Then he says, we will not make a little house. We'll make a big one to play in. Then you and I and the dog can get in. Good, says Jane. Peter says, yes, that is what we'll do. We'll make a big playhouse. Jane helps Peter and the dog looks on. Then the dog gets up with Peter. What do you want, says Peter. He wants to play, says Jane. Keep off, Peter says to the dog. Look away. The dog, Jane. The dog is a farm cat. Jane and Peter go into the house for play. This is fun, says Jane. I like it. Dog comes into the playhouse with children. Come and see this, Peter, says Jane. Do come and look at this. It is the farm cat. Look what she has. What fun, says Peter. Will she let us play with her? We'll get her some milk, says Jane. They go up to the farm to get some cow's milk for the cat. They give up the milk to the cat and they play with her. Peter and Jane wants to see the cow give milk. Here the man with all the cows, says Jane. He will let us go in with him, says Peter. He will let us see him milk. They all go in with the cows. Then the man works and Peter and Jane look up on. The cows are good, says Peter. Yes, says Jane. They all like to give milk. The children help with the work. They help the man at the station. He says Peter and Jane are gifts. Peter and Jane and gives the children some sweets. Then they go to a shop for some tea. In the shop, Peter has some cakes and Jane has some milk. It was fun at the station, says Peter. I like to see the trains. The, they thank the man for the tea. The children play games at the farm. Peter is up a big tree. He has a ball and plays a game with the cat. He jumps for the ball. Jane says, I want to draw. I'll draw here. Come on, Peter, he says, let us draw. She look, Peter, she says, house this house is on fire. She make the fire red. Jane has a game with the farm cat. I want you to be my cat, she says. I want you to come to my home with me. My dad and my mom like cats. He draws a bus and a police car. Then he draws a man. Look, Jane, he says, I can make this man put some water on the fire. He will stop the fire. What do you want to do? Says Jane to Peter. I want to play with my boat on the water, he says. Come on then, says Jane. Let us go and get the boats and play. Peter gets his toy boat. It's a big one. Jane gets her boat. Her boat is a little one. They go off to the water with the boat. Peter and Jane come to the water. They put the boats on the water. It is fun to play like this, says Peter. The dog wants a game. He wants to be in the water with the two children. Don't let him jump in, says Jane. Stop him, Peter. Good dog, says Peter. You come here. Here you are. You can have this ball. They put all the playthings away and go into the farmhouse. The man is there. He has a little girl. She is not at the farm. She is away at the sea with her mom. Her dad can go to the sea. He has to work at his farm. He thanks Peter and Jane for the help and then gives the children a good tea. Here's Dad with the car, says Dad. He has come for us. We have to go home. Look, says Jane. Pat is here. Pat is in the car. Thank you for the tea, says Peter to the man. Yes, thank you, says Jane. Peter puts all his things in the mom. Jane has some flowers for mom. They get into the car with Dad and Pat. They are all in the car. We are off, says Peter. They see shops and then the school. Do you like to play or go to school? Says Jane. I like to I like work or play, says Peter. We all read at school, says Jane. I like to read at home or at school, says Peter. Yes, we all read at home, says Dad. Dad reads, Dad reads and Mom works. Peter and Jane help Mummy. They water the flowers and put the playthings away. They like to help in the home. Mom gets some milk for Peter and Jane. Here you are, she says. Have this and then you have to go to bed. Can we have some apple, please, says Peter. Yes, says Mom. Apple do you good. Thank you.